Yesterday here at Honda Center, our Katie Florio caught up with Tom Wilson, who was named the NHL's third star of the week for the week that he had last week. That and more as he returns to Anaheim, where he picked up his first hat trick last season.
Well, Tom, first off, congratulations. Third star of the week, approaching 30 goals on the season. What do you credit not just the success to, but the consistency that you've had all season?
Yeah, it's obviously been a good year as a group, as a team, and that's the most important thing. And I think when the team's playing well, the individual stuff comes with it. So I've played with a lot of great players. I think my centermen have helped me a ton, get me into spots to shoot the puck. And no matter who you're playing with every night, there's a lot of good talent in this room. So it's been a lot of fun.
And on those lines, team-wise, back on a 4-game win streak, what's the mindset to keep that success going as you start this road trip here in California?
Yeah, it's an important time of year. We got to make sure that we're feeling good about our game. We're rolling a little bit now, but I think we can give a better effort, a better start. Make sure that we're consistent throughout the entire game, because that'll be important come playoff time.
We have to talk about yesterday for a minute and the chaos that ensued in the third period. Haven't seen the penalty box that full since a few years ago at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, there wasn't really even any fights, so it's rare that if there's no fights, 5 guys are going to the box. But I guess the refs just decided that everybody deserves some time out. So you know what, it's. There's nothing like getting into the room after and chatting with the guys after a big scrum like that. It's one of the best things in hockey when, every guy's in the mix and, you get to the box after and have some fun chirping back and forth with the other team. It's what makes the sport great.
Well, after the game, Connor McMichael certainly talked about how much he loved it. A huge part of that game comes up with the game-winning goal in the third period. I spoke to him last week just about the jump he feels he's made since last season. What have you seen out of him this year?
Yeah, I think he's matured a ton as a player. He's matured off the ice. He's growing up right in front of our eyes, and I think he's done an amazing job at coming into this season especially and really just taking over and showing how dominant a player he can be, and that he belongs at the top of this league, and he can make plays and he can skate, and he's really got all the tools. So I think it was only a matter of time, and really proud of the work that he's put in, really proud of the player that he's become, and it's been huge for our team to have him and Pro and guys like that step up this year and provide a huge compliment to the core group that's kind of been here for a few years.
Anthony Beauvillier, the newest member of the Capitals. I know it's only been one game, but what have you seen out of him and the way he's gelled with this team so far?
Yeah, he seems like a great guy. Obviously a small sample size so far, but he seems like he's really good with the puck. He made a lot of good plays on both sides of the puck, the defensive end last night in the offensive zone. Seems really sure-handed with it. A guy that you can depend on. I remember he was playing against him over the years. He was a dangerous player, in Long Island, and obviously a big rivalry there back in the day. So we're excited to have him on our side, and I think he's going to complement the group really well.
You had a hat trick in this building last year, your first one. How special was that when you think back to it?
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago. I was wondering if that was last year or the year before, but we love coming out on the road out west to California. It's always a fun time with the guys, and just to get close on the road. And obviously, you got to be sharp because the teams out here can play. And obviously this is a special building now, having the 700th game and the hat trick last year. So hopefully we can keep some of those vibes going this year.
And last one for you, as you start this road trip with Anaheim tomorrow, you mentioned the better starts you want to see out of your team, but what sticks out about them that you'll have to contain in order to start this trip on a high note with 2 points tomorrow?
Yeah, the starts are key for us right now. I mean, there's a desperation for other teams that are playing against us right now at this time of year. A lot of teams fighting for their lives. They know that we're kind of top of the standings, so we're gonna have to come into every game here being ready for a huge push off the start, and we haven't done a great job at managing that the last couple of games. So I think that's going to be important. You don't want to be chasing games every night at this time of year. It's exhausting. You're always trying to come from behind. So it's nice to be able to get back and have those comeback exciting wins that I'm sure the fans in D.C. were excited about. But sometimes boring can be good from our side, and we want to make sure we're playing structured and playing our game for all 3 periods.
Well, thank you, Tom. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks a lot.